This conference will now be recorded.
So our session is about Hibernate relationships using annotations. Hibernate relationships. So what are the relationships we are having? One to one, one to one, one to many to one, and the last one is many to many. Totally we have what? Four relationships. One to many to one, and many to many relationships. Now let us start with one to one relationship. One to one relationship. I'll take one scenario. I'll take one scenario called one is employee class, another one is address. Okay, each employee should have only one address, and one address belongs to only one employee. Okay, how we are going to work? See, let me open our workspace, file, switch workspace, Hibernate workspace. In the meanwhile, I'll open database, WAMP server. Okay, MySQL console. Now let me delete once. Drop database, MadhuDB, create database, MadhuDB, use MadhuDB, and show tables. If you see here, there are no tables. Now let me close all these things. Now see here, I am going to create a separate project for each one. Okay, file, new Java project. Let me start with the one-to-one using annotations. Hibernate underscore one-to-one using annotations. Click on finish. Right click on src, new package, com.mother.hibernate. Let me create a class called employee. Let me create a class called employee. Okay, and let me create another class called address, or else we can create from here. See what I'm going to do. Private int id, private string name, private float salary. Okay, and I'm going to create a reference for address here. Private address. Okay, but we don't have a class called address, right? What we need to do? Create a class called address. Just go through here, click on create class address. Address will be created. So click on finish. Now in this address class, private int address id Okay, private string city, private string state, private string country. Okay, now what is the next step? One to one, right? Here, create a reference for employee as well. Private employee, employee. Okay, Alt Shift S or select all, click on OK. I have created status and getters. Here also, I am going to generate status and getters. Alt Shift S or select all, click on OK. Okay, now what is the next step? Right click on your project, build path, configure build path, add library, user library, Hibernate jars, click on finish, click on OK. Now, if you're working with annotations, first what we need to define? At the rate of entity. At the rate of entity. Next thing, we need to create a separate table, right? At the rate of table name is equal to, here itself I'm giving the table name, employee. Employee table need to be created. Now what is the next step? At the rate of id is for what? Primary key. Primary key. Next, generated value, it should be auto increment. At the rate of generated value, click on control space. If you don't remember, just click on control space. Strategy is equal to, you don't know, again auto, everything will be auto generated. Next, we are going to maintain the relationship based on primary key, right? So we have one annotation called at the rate of primary key join column. We need to use primary key join column. That's it. And here, if you want to define the column names, you can define. Otherwise, by default, your variable name will be the column name. Now, what is the next step? For address, one-to-one relationship we need to apply, right? So at the rate of one-to-one, okay, we are maintaining the relationship part one-to-one, right? At the rate of one-to-one, target entity is equal to address dot class we need to define. Okay, next, comma, cascade is equal to, by default you are going to get here, cascade type dot all we need to define. Cascade type dot all, persistent we to take all. That's it. These are the annotations you need to apply. If you want to apply the annotations for name and salary also, you can give your own name at the rate of column by using. Otherwise, by default, your variable name will be the column name in your table. By default, table will be created here with the name employee. Inside the employee, what it is going to create? ID, name and salary columns will be created automatically. Okay. Next thing is address. Okay. For address also, how we are going to define the annotations? Same here also. First define at the rate of entity and at the rate of table. At the rate of entity, at the rate of table. Remember these annotations for Hibernate. Okay. Name is equal to address. You know, right? If you are working with annotation based approach, we no need to define the XML file. Okay. That's it. Next, here at the rate of, sorry, at the rate of what? ID. At the rate of ID, at the rate of generated value of strategy is equal to auto. It should be auto incremented. Okay. Next, for employee, at the rate of one-to-one, target entity is equal to target entity is equal to employee dot class. Your class name is employee, right? Employee dot class. Like this we need to define. Okay, that's it. Now we need to define a configuration file. Inside the configuration file, you need to define both the classes. Take any configuration file from the previous example, Control C, paste it in src, Control V. Okay, in Hibernate configuration file, we don't need this one. Only we have two things, right? com.mozilla.hibernate dot. One is employee, another one is address. Sorry, here. One is employee, another one is address. Okay, save it. Now what is the next step? Create test.java and insert some data, and how we are maintaining the relation we need to understand. Right click on your package, new class called test, new class called test. In this test class, I am going to create main method. Okay, what is the first step? We have some basic steps, right? Create a configuration object, then session factory, then session, then transaction. See, configuration CFG is equal to, sorry, we are working with annotation based approach, right? Create a reference for annotation configuration. See, I'm working with some older version of Hibernate jar files, Hibernate libraries, so I'm using annotation configuration. If you are working with Hibernate 4 or Hibernate 5 libraries, you can create directly a reference for configuration object. Anything is fine. As of now, here I'm going to create an object for annotation configuration. Annotation configuration CFG is equal to new annotation configuration. Okay, CFG dot configure of hibernate dot CFG dot XML file. Okay, next create a session factory object. Session factory SF is equal to CFG dot build session factory. Next create a session object. Session is equal to SF dot open session. Next create a transaction object. Transaction is equal to session dot begin transaction. Now I'm going to insert some data, like one employee should have only one address and one address belongs to only one employee, right? Let me create an object for employee class. Employee is equal to new employee dot. So here I'm not going to give ID, it should be auto incremented. Employee dot set name of Madhu V. Employee dot set salary of something. In the same manner, let me create an object for address. Address is equal to new address dot set ID of address dot set, no need to give the ID, right? Address dot set city, state and country. Set city of Hyderabad. Address dot set state of Andhra Pradesh. Address dot set country of India. Okay, now address dot set employee of, set the employee reference, and employee dot set address of address. That's it. Now just you can save the employee object, no need to save both the objects. Session dot save of employee, next transaction dot commit, finally close the session dot close. Okay, now what is the next step? System dot out dot println of 1-to-1 done, successful. Save it. Okay, now already we have database, right? Here we have MadhuDB and there are no tables. Now let me run this one. And how we are going to maintain the relationship, you need to understand. Okay, 1-to-1 done, successful. Go to the database and check it here. Show tables. See here we have two tables, one is employee, another one is address. Now what is the next step? How we are maintaining the relation, you need to understand. Select star from employee. Okay, ID is 1. In the same manner, select star from address. See here, employee ID is 1. Okay, like this we are going to maintain the relationship. Clear? Any questions? Are we good?
This conference will now be recorded.
Now the second scenario, one-to-many relationship. One-to-many. So here the scenario will be, I'll be taking one department class. Okay, one department can have multiple employees. How it is going to work? Okay, now let me create a new project. Let me create a new project. File, new Java project, Hibernate underscore one-to-many using annotations. Click on finish. So let me create two Pojo classes here. Let me create two Pojo classes. Right click on src, new package com.madhu.hibernate. Click on finish. Right click on your package, new class called department. One is department. Here I'll be taking some fields, department ID, department name, and some set of employees. See here, private int department, private int department ID, private string department name, private string department name, private set of employee, okay, I want to create a class called employees, set of employees. Now let me create a class called employee first, and with some fields, employee ID, employee name, and address. Okay, click on finish. Let me create some fields, employee ID, employee name, and address. Private int empid, private string emp name, private string address. Okay, now Alt Shift S or select all, click on OK. I'm generating here setters and getters. That is the first one. Next, in department class also, let me create setters and getters first, and I'll show you how we are going to work with the annotation based approach. Alt Shift S or select all, click on OK. Okay, now let me add the Hibernate library first. Right click on your project, build path, configure build path, add library, user library, click on next, Hibernate jars, click on finish, click on OK. Fine. Now let me take the annotations. So what are the predefined annotations here? Basic annotations are what? At the rate of entity and at the rate of table we need to apply, right? At the rate of entity, at the rate of table, name is equal to department. Okay. Now at the rate of id, at the rate of generated value, auto. Next, most importantly, this one to many relationship you need to apply. So here at the rate of one to many annotation we need to use at the rate of one to many annotation of cascade is equal to cascade type dot all, cascade type dot all. That's it. Okay. And we need to maintain the relationship based on id, right? So we are going to take at the rate of join column, at the rate of join column, name is equal to dept id. That's it. Nothing to do more. Next, in employee class also I am going to define something at the rate of entity, at the rate of table, name is equal to employee some one two. Let me create one table called employee one two. Okay, next at the rate of at the rate of id. Next, take the at the rate of generated value, auto increment purpose, strategy is equal to auto. That's it. Nothing to do more here. Okay. Now, fine. Next thing is configuration file. Let me take the configuration file from the previous one. Control C, Control V. So two classes we need to define here, right? What are the two classes we have? One is the department, another one is employee. Let me leave the employee class like that only. Department. Test class. Main method. Let me create object for annotation configuration. Annotation configuration cfg is equal to new annotation configuration cfg dot configure of basic steps are common hibernate dot cfg dot xml file. Okay. Next, create a session factory object. Session factory sf is equal to cfg dot build session factory, build session factory, create a session object. Session is equal to sf dot open session, transaction is equal to session dot begin transaction. Okay. Now let me insert some data. Let me create an object for employee class. Employee 1 is equal to new employee 1 dot set emp name of some name. Employee 1 dot set address of Hyderabad. Okay, let me create some employees. Like I'll be creating some 4 employees and belongs to one department. Okay, control V, control V, control V. Let me change the objects first. Employee 2. Here I'm going to take Suresh, Bangalore, and change the employee object as well here. Employee 2, employee 2. In the same manner, employee 3, Ajay. Let me take Pune. Employee 3, employee 3. Next, employee 4. Let me take some Rajesh, some Chennai. Okay, I have given 4 employees. First, what I'm going to do, I'm going to store in a set of employees is equal to new hash set. New hash set. Employees dot add of. I'm going to add all the employees here first. 1 employees dot add of employee 2, employees dot add of employee 3, employees dot add of employee 4. Okay, now I want to set these employees into department. Let me create an object for department. Department dept is equal to new department. Department dot set department name of some mathematics department. Let me take, okay, mathematics department. From next thing is what, department dot set employees of what I need to pass here, our employees object we need to pass. Okay, next finally we need to save the department object into a session dot save of department. Next, commit the transaction dot commit, close the session dot close. System dot println of one to many, done, successful. Okay, save it. And here my objects, my table names are what, one is department table, another one is employee 1 2. Two tables need to be created, and we need to understand how we are going to maintain the relationship by using primary key. Let me run this test.java. Okay, done, successful. Just go to the database and see the tables here first. Show tables. We have 2 tables created, right? One is department, other one is employee 1 2. Select star from employee 1 2. What happened? Why 4th one is null? Yeah, I think we have not saved this one. This one also 4. And in configuration file, what we have here? Okay, fine. Create, right? So automatically previous records will be removed. Let me run once again. Now check in database. Show tables. First, select a star from department. Select a star from department. See here, department ID is 1 and department name is mathematics. Next, Select star from employee 1 2. See here, 4 employees with ID, name and address, and mapping with department ID. Like this we need to work. This is about one to many relationship. One department is having multiple employees. Any questions?
This conference will now be recorded.
Next thing, many to one relationship I am taking. Many to one. Here I'll take one scenario. Many employees belongs to one department. Okay, we will be having some annotations related to many to one. At the rate of many to one, how we are going to use, I'll explain you now. Employee, another one is the department. Many employees belongs to one department. How it is going to work? Let me create a new project. Close. Let me create a new project. File, new, Java project, Hibernate underscore many to many using, sorry, many to one, right? Many to one using annotations. Click on finish. Now let me create a package. Inside the package, let me create classes. Right click on src, new package, com.madhu.hibernate. Click on finish. Right click on your package, new class called employee. In this employee class, I'm going to take some fields. Private int emp id, private string emp name. Next, let me take address. Private string address. Now let me create a class called, let me create a reference for department. Private department. Okay, next, so here let me create a class called department. Click on finish. Here in this department class, at the rate of, sorry, let me create some fields and let me add the libraries first. Private int department id, private string department name. That's it. Okay, next, private employee. Just I'm creating a reference here. Okay, now let me add the libraries. Before that, let me create status and get Alt Shift S R, shortcut Alt plus Shift plus S R, select R, click on OK. Here also generate status and get first. Alt Shift S R, select all, click on OK. Fine. Now let me add the libraries. Right click on your project, build path, configure build path, add library, user library. Click on next. Hibernate jars. Click on finish. Click on OK. Fine. Now first let me add the annotations for employee, then we can go for remaining things. At the rate of entity, at the rate of table, name is equal to emp, name is equal to emp. Just a minute. Okay, now here at the rate of id. Next, at the rate of generated value, at the rate of generated value, strategy is equal to auto. Okay. Next, at the rate of many to one, we need to use many employees belongs to one department. At the rate of many to one, cascade is equal to cascade type dot all. That's it. Okay. And we have some syntax in department as well. Here, take the entity for department also here, at the rate of entity, at the rate of table name is equal to DEPT, at the rate of ID, at the rate of generated value, strategy is equal to auto. And here you can take one predefined annotation at the rate of 1 to 1. Just we need to take cascade type is equal to all. Cascade is equal to cascade type dot all you need to take. That's it. Now let me take the configuration file from the previous one. Control C, Control V, and here we have what? One is department, other one is employee. Yeah, same classes we have, so we don't need to bother about that. Next, finally, what we need to take? Test.java. So now see here how I'm going to work. Let me create a class called test. In this test class, main method, annotation configuration, cfg is equal to new annotation configuration, cfg dot configure of cabinet dot cfg dot xml file, session factory sf is equal to cfg dot build session factory, session is equal to sf dot open session, transaction is equal to session dot begin transaction. Now let me create a reference for department. Department is equal to new department, dept dot set department name of, let me take some department name, employee 1 is equal to new employee. I'll be taking some employee data here. New employee 1 dot set employee name of Rajesh. Okay. Next, employee 1 dot set address of Hyderabad. Here itself we need to define the department also. Employee 1 dot set department of DEPT. That's it. Okay. Let me take some employees first. Two, Suman. Employee 3, 3, 3. Ajay, employee 4. Let us take some Ram, employee 4, 4, employee 4. Okay, total I have taken how many? 4 employees. Now what is the next step? I need to save all these employees, employee data, session dot save of, session dot save of employee 1, session dot save of employee 2, session dot save of employee 3, session dot save of employee 4. Next thing is what? Commit the transaction, close the session. Transaction dot commit, finally close the session. Session dot close. Okay, many to 1, done, successful. Here EMP I'm taking, and here I'm going to take DEPT. Okay, now let me run this one and see the relation. First let me check whether we are having any issues or not. Yeah, there are no issues. Now show tables. See, here one is EMP, another one is department. Select star from EMP. Okay, now 4 employees belongs to only one department ID. Select star from DEPT. Why it is null here? Employee ID. What happened? Department computer science. Okay, no need to bother about this one. So here many employees belongs to one department, right? ID and name we need to take.
This conference will now be recorded.
Now the last one is many to many relationship. So here I'll take one scenario. Scenario is I'll take 2 Pojo classes. One is student class, another one is course. One student can take multiple courses. One course can be taken by multiple students. Means here let ID, name, some set of courses like this I'm going to take. Set of courses similar to I have shown in XML, right? The same manner I'm going to take like this. Okay. If you observe one thing, the same approach, same example I'm taking with different approach. Already we have seen all these things using XML approach. Now we are discussing about annotation based approach. Again, course ID, course name, and inside this, what I'm going to take? Set of student, set of student, students. Okay, like this we need to take. Next, we are going to apply some annotations, and finally in test.java, we are going to call this. Now, let me create a separate project for the purpose of many to many relationship. Let me close all these things. File, new, Java project. Hibernate underscore many to many using annotations. Okay. Now, let me create a package. Right click on src, new package, com.madhu.hibernate. Click on finish. Let me create a class called student. let me create a class called student. Okay, I'll maximize it. Now in the student class, I'm going to take some fields first. I'm going to take some fields like student ID, student name, and some marks. Sorry. Private int student ID, private string student name, private int marks. Okay, and as I told you, right, a private set of courses, private set of courses, private set of courses. Now first let me create a class called course, then we can go for further things. Create a class called course, click on finish. Okay, now here private int course ID, private string course name, next private string duration, next what I'm going to take, set of students. One course can be taken by multiple students, right? Again, set of students. Okay, now first take the headers and getters. Alt Shift S R, select all, click on OK. In the same manner here also, Alt Shift S R, select all, click on OK. Now so I'll be taking the annotations. How it is going to take the annotations? See here now. For student, at the rate of entity. First, let me add the library. Hibernate library. Right click on your project, build path, configure build path, add library, user library. Click on next. Hibernate jars. Click on finish. Click on OK. Now see the annotations. At the rate of entity, at the rate of table, at the rate of table, name is equal to student, name is equal to student, at the rate of id, at the rate of generated value, strategy is equal to auto. Fine. Now we need to apply many to many relationship here. See here, at the rate of many to many. So what is the target type here? Course, right? So take the target entity is equal to course dot class we need to take. Okay, next take the cascade, all cascade type dot all we need to take, at the rate of take join table. Okay, how we are going to join it? Name is equal to course reference we need to take actually here. Name is equal to course join column I'm going to take. Okay, join columns is equal to how I'm going to take. See here, just a minute. Okay, see here, join columns I have taken. Now inside this what we need to take? We have one more annotation called at the rate of join column. at the rate of join column of name is equal to based on what? Course underscore id. By using this one, we are going to maintain the relationship. Save it. Similarly, here in course as well, we need to take something. See how I'm going to take. So till now, where we have taken here, right? Now in course, just take the entity and table first. At the rate of entity, at the rate of table, name is equal to course at the rate of id at the rate of generated value of strategy is equal to auto. Okay, that's it, nothing more you need to take. Now see here how it is going to work. Set of course we have taken, right? That's it. Now take the configuration file from the previous one, Control C, Control V, save it. Here add those two classes, student, course. Okay, now finally I'm going to create a class called test to give some data. Let me create an object for annotation configuration. Main is equal to annotation configuration, cfg is equal to new annotation configuration, cfg dot configure of cabinet.cfg.xml file, create a session factory object, session factory sf is equal to cfg dot build session factory, session is equal to sf dot open session, transaction is equal to session dot begin transaction. Okay, now I'll add some students and some courses as well. First see here, student stu1 is equal to new student stu1 dot set to student name of, give some name, Rajesh. Okay, next stu1 dot set marks of something. Okay, set marks of some 123. That's it. Now in the same manner, take for other student as well. Let me take two students and two courses. One student can take two courses, one course can be taken by multiple students. Okay, 2 marks will take some 456 out of 100. Okay, student 2, here also student 2, some name is Shiva. Okay, here 489. So I have inserted. Similarly, I want to create object for course and I want to insert some data. course 1 is equal to new course 1 dot set course name of something. For example, let me take one is computers. Course 1 dot. Okay. So set course name I have taken, right? And one more is duration we have 25 days. Let me click on this. Let me take one more student. Sorry, let me take one more course here. Okay. Course 2 here. Let me take statistics. Let us take this 20 days. Now what we need to do? We need to maintain the relation, right? So see here how I'm maintaining the relation. stu1 dot set courses of so before that we need to do one more thing. Create an object for set is equal to new hash set. It's implementation class. Sorry, new hash set. Okay. Now so see here how I'm going to add set dot add of. I'm going to add the courses here. Course 1 set dot add of course 2. Okay. Next what I need to do, stu1 dot set courses of, we need to maintain the relationship, right? Set courses of this set I want to pass here. Okay. So what is this set having? Courses, right? So we are maintaining the, we have added courses and that courses I'm adding here now. stu dot set courses of set 1. So what is happening here? stu means student. For student it is setting the course. Again stu2 dot set courses of set again. That's it. Now what I'm going to do finally, I'm going to save the student object. Session dot save of student 1 session dot save of student 2. Finally we need to commit the transaction and we need to close the session. Like this we need to maintain the relationship between many to many. Transaction dot commit. Finally we need to close the session. That's it. If you observe here, I have taken some students. You can take any number of students, but I have taken only 2 students here. I have taken some courses. First what I'm doing, I'm using set here. We cannot create object for set, so we are using its implementation class. I'm adding those courses into a set, and those courses I'm maintaining relationship with I'm adding those courses to students. Okay, like this we are finally I'm saving the student object and we are committing the transaction. Finally I have closed the session. Okay, many to many done successful, just for understanding purpose. Like this need to work. Any questions here?